What is the car that we've got?
So yeah, we're in a different player house from last week, and we have got a Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. He read from the top of the screen. He applied one of the new Offroad Bodykits that we have brought to the game in Forza Horizon 4. I am reliably informed there are about 12 of them in the game that you can apply to some of the more extreme off-road vehicles that are great for the world of Forza Horizon. And Andy is sporting one of them now as he leaves his house with little care for property damage. And we are in we're in the Highlands. We're in the north of the map, which we haven't really shown anyone yet, in an area of the world that's kind of bits of beautiful Scotland, right?
It's an incredible looking part of the world, amazing vistas, so it was a real obvious choice for us in terms of location selection. But there's also a place called Rannoch Moor, which again is another Scottish location. So this is a bit of a mashup of those two areas, which we've sort of selected the best bits from and created this section of the map.
It looks stunning.
Yeah, and also you'll notice we wanted to show you guys something about the verticality that we've hinted at before when it comes to this particular part of the, this particular game, especially versus what we had in Horizon 3. So we really listened to the community. We knew that the guys wanted something that had a bit more verticality associated with it. That's a barn find right there as well.
No, I was just thinking.
Spoilers, yeah, that's where that guy is. This guy, yeah.
I know our fans have been asking for more mountains, more mountain roads, switchbacks, and certainly this game delivers them, which is wonderful.
Well, it's great with off-road vehicles as well. And I remember last week he promised something. You said it's going to happen, all right, and it's taking a look at the world map for the first time, because like, you see it, it's a huge world. Like, can you talk us through?
It is a huge world, yeah. So we're going to show, by popular demand, the world map. So that's where we are, sort of northeast of the world. And as we move south, we're down into the sort of Lake District, which we showed you quite a lot of last week. You can see, I think this is a pretty full map. I think I'm right in saying that we've kind of unlocked a lot of stuff that's on the map there, and people will see, I think, the things that they're looking out for. I know a lot of people were asking about the Goliath and whether it was going to return. If you noticed there, it has. A really cool thing I think we've done this time is, as well as the Goliath, we have a bunch of really massive routes. There's the Gauntlet, there was the, I've forgotten the name of the other one, the Titan is there as well. So there's lots of really big routes for people who like big routes in Horizon games, which is great.
And there's Edinburgh.
And Edinburgh, yeah.
Yeah, which we're going to see. One final look. Which is your favourite part of the world?
Oh, do you know what? I actually really do love Edinburgh. I know we've talked about showing it later on. We're kind of saving that for a bit because it's a real special part of the map.
There it is. There's a nice little tease.
Especially at night, it's a real visual feast for the eyes.
I'm looking forward to seeing the visual tree.
Yeah.
Is there lots of trees?
There are actually not that many trees.
For like me and someone from Britain to kind of see the blue signs.
Yes, right. They go really fast signs. So that there is something really eerie actually for a Brit going down this stretch of road, because it does feel very authentic, especially with all the average speed camera signs across the motorway, which is something that other British people will recognise. But obviously we're going to blast past those way faster than 60 miles an hour, which is something I've always wanted to do in real life, but obviously never do. I'm a very responsible person. We've
got all the kind of like the details on the motorway as well. Autumn, it's obviously so different to what we saw in summer last week. What kind of other changes are there in the world? Because you did promise us mud.
Oh yes, yeah. So actually, we're hightailing it down the motorway towards a 4x4 adventure park, which is in the game world, and it's a real sort of showcase for what we've been doing with deformable surfaces and deformable mud, especially. So we're going to be showing off exactly how that changes up some of the driving experience there, as well as the visuals.
And we are now getting to the mud tracks.
Here you go, yeah.
This is it.
So you'll start to see all the other players tearing the place up and really starting to, make it turn into a mud fest.
Just look at that, us sink into that mud. So can you talk us through a little bit about this area?
Sure, yeah. So this is inspired from a real life Offroad Adventure Park. It's definitely one of the most fun areas in the game, I think, to play those playground arena type game modes like Infected and King, as well as being a real cool looking place as well, especially at night.
What can you do in this shared world, and what are we seeing?
Yeah, so right now we can see the guys are connected to a shared world. As I said, these are some of our team upstairs helping us out demo this today. When the game launches on October 2nd, you'll be able to join with up to 72 people on a server. We don't quite have that many here now. Drivatars were great in races, and you can still absolutely race against Drivatars in races. But when you're in the open world, there's an emergent fun and a character that real people can bring that you just can't create with an AI.
So there's that auto ghost feature, isn't there?
Yeah. So Ben, do you want to touch that?
Yeah, cool. So Auto Ghost is this really awesome way of just making our online world feel kind of super welcoming to everybody. Because one of the things that is not nice when you go online is people crashing into you, is kind of people griefing you if you're trying to be still or take a photo or something like that. So what Auto Ghost does is it says if somebody is not your friend, is not in your convoy, and you kind of haven't allowed it, they can't grief you at all. You would just pass straight through.
Can you turn off auto ghost thing in a private lobby?
You can convoy up with people you know and have collisions turned on.
So you can still get those crashes if you kind of want.
Absolutely, yeah. And instantly everyone will get taken out of your world and eventually replaced with Drivatars who start to spawn in. And this is...
So that's it. That's just kind of like you're now on offline mode.
Yeah, there's no waiting around for it. It's just brilliant.
Yeah.
There and done.
No loading screens, no cinematics or anything. You can see a Drivatars just there up the road. If Andy quickly goes back and again reselects Horizon Life, it will find him a session. This takes around 10 seconds or so. So if Andy just drives around now, once that's connected, we should see all Andy's friends who we were just playing with pop back into the world. Which is great for things like Forzathon Live, where the type of challenge is changing all the time. So obviously we had speed challenges at the start there, and now we've got skills one where I can tell Andy's conscious that he's going to end up flipping his other car, so he's gone for something that's a bit more planted.
He's this thing. He's risen to the challenge.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to see what the chat are thinking. Are they feeling confident in Andy, or are they kind of like feeling a bit as if he's going to crash? I think he'll miss the jump. Right, that is the big part of this.
Well, we might miss the jump. He's taking it safe, so he's going for the smash everything kind of earning a skill chain.
The group is actually doing this really quickly as well.
In terms of skill chains, key point is to not let it bank, which Andy just got away with there, because the higher you get your multiplier, the bigger it will be, and you want to bank that massive skill chain at the end.
They probably haven't made anything. Right, there we go. So that is the Forzathon Live event, which is like they happen every hour. All week round, every season. Every season, every hour on the hour, and it's completely synced worldwide as well. So like when you see it on your server, every player in the entire world will see that Forzathon Live fires at the same time as well. What happens here is every hour the server says, for anybody who wants to take part in this, get over here, you get the little message, you can set a route there, and a kind of radius appears on the map. Yep. And anyone who turns up gets grouped together, and they immediately then compete to do a kind of cooperative challenge with 3 stages. We'll look at that in a little bit more detail when it starts, but if I go into the kind of rest of Forzathon, so we've got daily challenges, which are like the ones you remember from Horizon 3, so kind of bite-sized, simple things like earn 3 stars on a speed trap, or earn 100,000 points on a drift zone, right? Really simple ways that we just kind of reward you for coming back to the game that day and give you a reward for it. And then the weekly ones where you can think of it like a car story. So we get you to get into a particular really cool car. Maybe it's a car that's been in films, or it's something that's kind of brand new and everybody's loving it. And then we give you a bunch of challenges, and we'll extend the gameplay out there kind of half an hour plus. But we're actually getting up to a bit that I think everyone gets really excited about in Horizon 4. It's a big part of the game, showcases.
Yeah, certainly. So we've started up at the top of the mountain, as we saw, and we're coming down into this beautiful valley. Big slow-mo jump there towards the viaduct. We had a throw on a hovercraft and this wonderful Toyota truck down the mountain.
I think we've all thought at one point, what would it be like to race a hovercraft down the mountain?
Exactly.
And now we get to find out.
So in here, which is the screen that we call My Horizon Life, this tracks all your progress across the whole game. So And one of those is a photographer campaign. So it's basically a series of challenges and rewards, which reward you for being a great photographer. So you take photos, you upload them, other people download them and like them, and then you basically get rewards in game and new challenges and stuff to do in game. And this screen, My Horizon Life, each one of these little tiles represents a sort of mini campaign that you can take part in. So if you want to play the game and all you want to do is playground games modes, which is like our fun, king and infected type modes, there's actually a campaign for that, and you can just play the game that way, and you'll still be able to level up and get all
progress.
And progress, exactly.
Yeah, because the Ultimate Edition comes out on the 28th of September. It's got 4 days early access, doesn't it?
So there's early access, yeah, for the Ultimate Edition.
And then the game itself comes out on the 2nd of October.
Which is also available on Xbox Game Pass.
Game Pass from the same